Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early?
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for Philly. 56 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. David Montgomery, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
14 yards and a Chicago first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott backs it forward. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. To the air again, Prescott. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quicks.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Alvin Kamara. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Howell's throw going to be caught by Davis. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they go play action with Howell. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Prescott down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Bears offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Now throwing on first down here. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Another throw for Howell. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's going to get this down near the 25. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
Howell tried to pick it up on 3rd. Over the middle, complete. It's Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back to throw, Howell. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Walker with another carry. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
This is what happens sometimes when you're abandoning the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Prescott from the gun. Hitting Samuel on the slant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Play action now. Prescott. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack, I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Here comes the Bears punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Off play action. It's Howell. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? First down, Howell to throw. Montgomery, another target and catch. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Koo knocks this one through the post, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Here's Walker to start the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. 83 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, 21.6 miles per hour.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is going to have the Bears 1st down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now Dak. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Now Prescott. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are likely going to win it. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And they will take a knee here. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Philadelphia, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And now they get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.
Yeah, está más Brooklyn, cause